Salute everybody. Sorry about that. Um, sorry about the last video. This live. We're gonna give people a few minutes to get in the room. So if you're watching the replay of this, you might want to fast forward about 2 minutes in. Um, Champion of the Year. They just did the whole rollout for that. Everybody from the panel gave their opinions, why they thought who won, so on and so forth. We're gonna get into that. Also want to. I'm definitely gonna give my opinions on some of this stuff, but I just want everybody to know there's an official winner. Anytime there's some judge, there's an official winner. So it's like, yeah, we all have our own opinions, but it's something set in stone, it's something finalized. And it's hard to argue with that because at that point, your opinion don't matter much. But it's always great to be able to give your opinion on who you think won. Now we all not gonna agree, but the majority was that Geechee Gotti won. It's hard to really go against that. Salute to Eyes. Spit some media salute. We'll get to it, man. Epskate salute, man. Sly salute. And that's how battle rap should be judged. Yeah. For the most part, I thought they were on point with a lot of stuff they said. Epskate said West up. Yeah, salute to everybody on the West Coast, man. Especially everybody who's been showing me love throughout this journey. Salute Darian. Y'all give me a few seconds. I'm gonna grab a beer. I was actually supposed to be going out to go take my fat ass out to go work out. Um, but after watching this, I'm like, nah, I just might stay home and drink. So let me just grab this beer. We'll get into it. I also just want to give the opportunity for people to get into the room, right? Thought we had some more of my beers. We don't. I gotta settle for this shit. It is what it is. Salute Byron. Uh, like I said, man, we all gonna have our opinions, man. But the truth of the matter is, it's hard to. It's official already, and there's really not much we can say. I want to start off by saying this. I've said this on this channel before. I do not mean this in a way to offend anybody, but I'm just now starting to. I just subscribed a few weeks back. Champion. I was not an avid watcher of Champion, so I saw people going in a lot about Anwan, and I'm like, I can't. I see how people go in on him on Twitter. He comes off as a good dude. I don't know why people be going off on dude like that. Maybe because I don't watch the show enough. But salute to them. Salute to Jay Black for putting it together. That is not an easy thing to put together. Clearly, it's a stressful thing. Now, I don't want to beat a dead horse, but we all know they wrong for doing this. If you watched it, you saw how simple that was. It shouldn't have took all the way to May to do that. And I gotta salute Hurricane Dew for saying that. Hurricane Dew was on the panel. If you don't know who that is, check out. But Hurricane Dew did say that when she had an opportunity. She said, "Yo, there's no way this should have went all the way to me." Um, so bottom line, Geechee Gotti won. I think it is so difficult to to say there was a clear winner between some of the people I'm mentioned. But if you had to look at more of a clear cut top two, it's hard not to have Ill Will and Geechee Gotti there. And that's why I say whoever got Geechee Gotti winning, I can't blame them. If you had Ill Will winning, I can't blame you. To get straight to the point, I will have to say if it came down to Geechee Gotti and Ill Will, and the majority of people in battle rap say that Ill Will beat Geechee, because we can't say Ill Will didn't have a dope didn't have a dope year either. And if he beating the guy who was champion of the year last year and the guy you have in the front running, if he beat them, then I would say it was the champion of the year. But I will tell you, it is not that clear cut. And for the reasons a lot of them outlined, we have to salute we have to salute the chat. I had some fun in the chat too, but we was in there calling time on people. First of all, I don't know how you say the dude's name, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful. Again, I don't watch the show enough for me to understand how you say his name. But I don't know, his name is Dre or Dry. I don't know how to say his name. Again, I'm not. I have no intentions of being disrespectful. I'm serious. Dre. I don't know how they say his name. But everybody, including myself, we had to call time on him. We had to call time on him. He had this. First off, that headband be killing me. Salute to him though. I don't mean no offense, man, but your headband, man. So he had chess winning, and I have to say this. I don't know how the hell he had chess winning. Not winning. Should chess have been mentioned? If they were doing the regular panel when you have to sit there and do debates stuff like that, should chess have been in the top 10? I'm gonna say yes. I would say maybe top 10, top 11. But he's right there in the area. Would I have put him as the winner? Would I have put chess as the winner? I'm gonna say no. Chess y'all wild in the chat right now. Yeah. Salute tax time. So yeah, I think he was crazy. He started talking that chess shit and going, I'm like, yo fam, what are you doing? What are you doing? It's like this shit ain't even necessary. You know what I'm saying? But you know, we all entitled to our own opinions, right? We all are. And the man's on that panel for a reason, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the reason is. Again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I've been saying that. I don't watch the show enough for me to know why what's the real dynamic, why people address them the way they do. What are their personalities? I know I see on Twitter a lot of times that NY is often going in the direction of NWX. Again, if you watch the show, you would know more why than I do, because I don't. I like the idea of having of having these people maybe get to their points like this a little bit better than how they normally do the whole sitting at the table and debate. And this is the reason why. I'd rather when certain debates happen, for people to just get the opportunity to get to their points. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things get drawn out. I remember, I think it was last year. My brother Viduel, salute Viduel, was on a champion panel. So was my dog Bad Money, who was on there getting this shit. Salute to Bad Money. The whole thing was, I felt like these panels before have taken so long. It's this long drawn out thing, and I understand they actually consider 20 people when they do it the other times, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I figure, why not do it both? Why not do it like this, right? Where people get straight to the point. Boom, this is why I got winning. Boom. And then maybe later on you could do a debate show on it, maybe a post show. You know what I'm saying? Either way, it's nothing wrong with the way they're doing it. If the people are enjoying it and you feel like more or less they're getting it right, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure like we're not, you know, it's kind of weird right now, but let's talk battle rap podcast. You know, I'm sure we're probably not on the greatest terms. You know what I'm saying? I like the way that they broke things down, which is one of the reasons why from time to time I would listen to these guys. But I felt like they were doing too much when it came to how this was being handled here. Because they had it on the screen, they put a whole screen up and this whole shit where they're breaking down, you know, this. And on the whole screen, you could already see you had Geechee Gotti winning. So why sit there and do this drawn out video where you're giving your opinion on this, and this, and France? Salute to you, man. Again, I don't care how you feel towards anything I have to say towards you or anything like that. But fam, you started bringing up his music videos, Geechee Gotti's music videos, and this. That has nothing to do with Champion of the Year. What was all that about? He had it on the screen displaying, who did this and broke the things down. And he's saying this, yeah, Geechee Gotti, he has these music videos and they did this. No, that don't got shit to do with Champion of the Year. that's a whole different thing. Salute to Geechee Gotti from being able to do these things outside of battle rap. But that ain't got nothing to do with battle rap. And why are you bringing up a music video? We're not here to debate that. That's not what none of this was about. And so we had to call time on him too. We had to call time on him. They had this other guy on there. I don't know his name. I don't know who he is. But he looked. People were saying he looked like he might be Ali Boom's lawyer. You know, and I was joking around, but I was like, "Yo, man," in my Conor McGregor voice, "Who the fuck is that guy?" You know what I'm saying? Because everybody like, "Who the fuck?" But I think it was like 2 or 3 people. Everybody was like, I think it was 2 people like, "Who the fuck is this dude?" You probably never seen him before. But I also remember later on, that might have been the person who donated the most. They had whoever donated the most was having the opportunity to speak on it too. So I understand that. Hurricane Dew, I love Hurricane Dew, man, but she was a little drawn out with her shit. But for the most part, man, it was coming down to Ill Will. It was coming down to Geechee Gotti. Geechee won it. For the record, I said it in the chat. I've said it. If you guys saw my blog about the champion update and all of that, I said it. It's crazy to me. It's 3 years, and DME Detroit wasn't on the panel not one time. Although I am very proud and deservingly so to see my brother Vigil on that panel last year. But I feel like this is 3 years. There's no way that 4 and 5 years should go and DME Detroit don't get a shot on that panel. Even though chances are he gonna say some dumb shit that's gonna get me mad before we even get to the point of who he think the winner is. But you know, come on, man. A champion of the year, a guy with this fucking hairdo can't be on champion of the year with all the wild hairdos and shit that's going on that channel. Come on, DME gotta get a shot there. I think DME just be too hyped to fuck up and nobody wants to deal with that shit. Salute to D.I. the Henny Man. I think he was straight to the point. I like a lot of the points that he made. But overall, this is just my thing that I felt. Congratulations to Geechee Gotti. But the things that I felt a little disappointed in was some of the people who got so-called honorable mentions and stuff like that. Let's just be real. Again, I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I don't know how you say the guy's name, but the dude Dre. You're bringing out chess. You're talking about chess and all that shit, right? How is it that people on here aren't talking about John John? Look at the battles that John John had this year. Look how John John. Listen, people always, not everybody, but a lot of people think that John John's gonna die every time they mention a matchup. They mention a matchup all the time. John John is arguably the most consistent, or he got to be in everybody's top 5 of most consistent battle rappers, probably ever. I'm gonna go the route to say ever. You know what I'm saying? That's the route I'm gonna go. John John wasn't mentioned not one time. No, I'm wrong. I think somebody mentioned him, but he wasn't like in their finalists. I don't think nobody mentioned him as their finalists. And for John John, who battled a lot of them guys that like who you got winning and stuff like that, or who you are mentioning, John John battled them and arguably beat them. You know what I'm saying? So to not mention him, I felt like Danny Myers hurt himself in this situation. Choking twice this year, once against Stewie Newton. When Danny Myers was having an incredible fucking year. He chokes against Stewie Newton. Starts picking up the pace, right, to kind of make up for that. Has some big battles this year. Hollow, Disaster. You know what I'm saying? Danny has some big. I don't know how you can keep Danny off of this conversation for 2019. Matter of fact, no, Hollow was in 2020. I don't remember. Either way, Danny would be on this. But you know that choke against Stewie Newton hurt him dramatically in a lot of people's book. And when he battled Pass, that was in 2020 also, I believe. So even though he choked against Pass also, I don't think that you can hold that. I don't think you can hold the Pass part against him because we're talking about 2019. You understand? And this is why I say, how was Danny not mentioned more? But if you want to say, yo, he choked against Stewie, I mean, that's one little choke. compared to what his 2019 was. But again, if you don't have him winning, I understand that. I see A Ward wasn't mentioned. Do I have? Would I say A Ward is more deserving than Ill Will or Geechee Gotti? No, I don't. But he wasn't mentioned. Was he more deserving than John John? I'm gonna say no. But when we look at what his 2020 was beginning to be before this whole pandemic happened, I want people to keep that shit in mind. A Ward was on fire. So now I'm gonna get into some real unpopular shit. First off, why was Chilla Jones not mentioned? I'm saying mentioned. I'm not saying he should have won or he should have been in the top 2. I'm not saying that. Why was Chilla Jones not mentioned? Unless I missed something. I didn't hear Chilla Jones. But someone who I felt named should have been considered in the top 5. Matter of fact, before I get to that, I felt K-Shine. I had K-Shine beating Geechee Gotti. And that was 2019. So again, how was K-Shine not mentioned up in anybody's top 3 when, I heard the mention of JC. JC had an incredible year. You got to give him some love for that. Definitely had an incredible year. If someone would have said JC, you know what? I wouldn't necessarily be mad at that because you have to really break down what JC's 2019 year was. DME said K-Shine was 2018. Okay, I stand corrected. I apologize. So that point is invalid, what I was about to say. What I was about to say goes right out the window. But he said K-Shine, Slot said K-Shine had 3 battles in 2019. So, I mean, as we go, and this is where we're going to go to the unpopular shit. How the fuck, whenever these conversations come up, no one talks about Ilmac? I got another one that people are probably not going to like hearing or nothing like that. But you know who else did really good in 2019? Had a hell of a schedule too. Sharon. And trust me, it hurt my fucking heart to say that. It hurt my heart to say that. I didn't want to say that. Behind the cameras, DME's behind the camera with a fucking gun to him, pointed towards me. T-Boo said because it's for URL battlers, but it shouldn't be though, because you're doing champion of the year. This isn't URL champion of the year. This is champion of the year. So how everyone isn't everyone, even if the ladies have to be. And if that's the case, and we're talking about 2019, we also got to bring up Official or E Hart. But again, I'm not putting them in the top 2. But tell me, we're talking about champion of the year, are we not? We're talking about champion of the year. Then so Chilla's Killing Street kind of started this year because he took 2 L's before Rum Nitty. Rum Nitty's another one who had a hell of a year. But now we're gonna get to again a very unpopular opinion, and it's my opinion, and it don't change who already won the champion of the year. Geechee Gotti, salute to him. But if we're talking about champion of the year, how the hell is Real Deal not mentioned? Real Deal had a hell of a 2019. He did. Look at Real Deal's 2019. Not only that, he won and defended his championship. Wait a minute, ain't this champion? We're talking about champion. I think we're talking about champion. Wait a minute. So you mean to tell me we have a conversation about champion of the year, but an actual champion never gets mentioned? We're not talking about who actually won. I'm talking about how can you talk about champion of the year and you don't talk about an actual champion? A guy who won his championship and defended it in the same year. Rematch, back to back. DME said Chilla beat him twice. We're not talking about what our opinions are. It's not about our opinions on who we thought won. The official judgment was Real Deal won the title, and the official judgment was Real Deal defended the title. How is he not mentioned? Again, if you want to say, yo, he's not going to win, that's a whole different conversation. How is he not mentioned? How is it no one brought him up? I don't understand that. Listen, and Real Deal, who else Real Deal battled in 2019? He didn't just battle Chilla. If one of y'all have the opportunity to, you put it in the chat or put it on the comment section of who else it was that Real Deal battled in 2019. I think I can't say Chilla because he lost twice by Illa. But DME, I said you can't say Chilla. I said Chilla should have been mentioned. I didn't say he should have won. And I didn't say he should have been in your top 5. I never said that. But Real Deal is a champion. Won the championship and defended the championship in the same year. And if I'm not mistaken, he had 2 other battles. I'm just saying, how was he not mentioned? For real, pause. I think he only battled Chilla, bro. Maybe he only, again, do not misunderstand what I said. I did not say he should have won. I'm saying if you're mentioning chess, if you're mentioning all these other people, how is it you don't mention a guy who won a championship and defended a championship when we're talking about champion? I see somebody took the thing up. Pause. Somebody took the message out. Let me see what's in. Darian said Av definitely needs to be mentioned. I agree. I think Av had an incredible year. I definitely think Av had an incredible year. He's not a URL battler, that's why he's not mentioned. Get your bars up, media said. Well, I agree with your comment, and that will be a reason. But I don't agree with that being an actual. You understand? Like, I understand your point that you're saying. Yo, hey, because he's not URL, they're not gonna consider him. But again, this is champion of the year for battle rap. This is a URL champion of the year. If that's the case, then they should just do that. The King of the Dot Awards was all announced last week, and I meant to go live to talk about that, on who the actual winners was and what my opinions are. So we won't do this video. Hopefully tomorrow, maybe even later on, but hopefully tomorrow we'll get going and break that down on my opinions on all of that. Jimmy said Ill Will got robbed. I don't think he got robbed. I think it really would have came down to them too. You know what I'm saying? If you're only picking 2, I can see it coming down to them too. If I had to pick between Ill Will and Geechee Gotti, I'm gonna pick Ill Will because Ill Will beat Geechee. But I'm not disappointed. Geechee Gotti had a hell of a run, man. And in these last 2 years, it's not too many runs you probably won't see a run like this ever again. This consistent, dominant against big names like that. Big names want to go battle him. You know what I'm saying? That's not something that happens. You know what I mean? So anyway, Real Deal should have been mentioned at least. There's always got a problem with something. It's not true, man. Stop spreading rumors. You should do a top 10 with DME and Visuel. Probably, but DME ain't never gonna let nobody talk. He's just gonna keep interrupting you. So he might as well just do his own fucking blog. Alright, salute y'all. I don't got much else to say. I don't want to sit here and waste your time about this whole shit. Salute to Geechee Gotti. Salute to everyone who was mentioned. Salute to everybody who was on the panel. And again, get DME Detroit on this next panel. That's how I feel about the situation. Unless he starts pissing me off in these next few days, then I'm rescinding my vote. You know what I'm saying? The nerve, I couldn't get a word in the Saint interview. That's a fucking lie, DME. You better go watch that shit again. If y'all haven't, go on the YouTube, go on this channel, watch the first part of our interview with Saint. And then go on the Union channel and see all the episodes that we have with Saint. And you'll see this dude, DME, the Yorkie that he is, don't stop barking for shit for us to get a point across. You guys are gonna see that. Salute to everybody, man. Stay safe with you and your family. Please stay safe. Stay inside unless you absolutely have to, man. Please. Pretty please. And I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Peace.